All right, guys, once you get to your control panel to start taking your test, this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to give you a brief breakdown of what this is. This is how many times you take it, your progress, how far you got into it before you quit, and basically 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 7. The active ones, the ones you complete it. Note, you can take this test as many times as you want. I've taken it 3 times. I actually fell asleep on it because I didn't know how long it was going to be. So I'm going to break this down for you to explain to you how long each section is so that you make time for each little lesson plan. You got it? Okay, let's continue. Once you click on section 1, it's going to take you to this page. It's going to explain to you what power is, blah, blah, blah. Then you're going to go to the beginning. And then this is going to explain to you, this is really the whole breakdown of the course. It tells you the power energy compensation plan, which we already saw in the very first video of this course, the profile configuration and reference materials. This is to set up your password, your name, and all that other stuff. Operations manual will show you how to run the system. Consultants lead entry qualification. This is lead entry qualification. And the next one is how to assign a mentor. Course proposals to contract, 2 parts, standard proposals. Dynamic real-time proposals. This means that you can put the customer's information in the website and get an instant proposal on the spot, well, within an hour from the time you set it up. 0.5 sale documentation needed, all the stuff that you're going to need. Compliance, that's the whole story of it. So we're going to go through it real quick. 7 hours of operation, next steps. Basically, that's it. It tells you in English and Spanish. One thing that you got to consider is this, guys, right here. Whenever you see these little colorful things that look like the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're going to make sure that it's going to be on the test. So when you see these things, I'm telling you in advance, they're going to be on the test. Just write them down, make a note. You're going to need them. The test is 23 questions. It takes about 20 minutes to do. This whole test takes about an hour and a half, an hour and 40 minutes to complete. So just put 2 hours aside to take this whole test. Don't be doing in increments. Just do it through a 2-hour binge type. Get it out of the way. In 2 hours, you'll take the test. You'll start ready to start making some money. You don't have to wait a month like some people do. Just do it right away. Less than 2 hours, guys. Come on. If you already paid, what's 2 hours? So next after that, you're going to watch a whole video, and that's exactly what we watched already. The whole presentation of what the power is, who we are, who founded it, what's happened in the time life, our values, our core values. And course number 2 is going to be about configuration. And configuration is pretty simple. It tells you about your profile configuration. We'll show you a brief walkthrough to update your profile information, access billing, your preferences, well, basically your setup, right? The payout, setting up your e-wallet, the emails that you'll receive, your password is case sensitive, setting up online marketing. And this section takes about less than 8 minutes. This section will give you the operations manual, how you're going to input the customer's information, your lead qualification, introducing Power, right? The platform, how it works. You're going to be able to download things like PDFs to make it easier for you, real-time proposals. You submit the proposal from the client, right? You put in their information, you put in their address on the map, as you can see on the right, and then you'll be able to create and submit the new leads. You're going to download some PDFs that will help you process this type of information. Again, you see these little things, make sure you make notes of that, right? So that's what the whole test is about. And then this test is about 15 minutes. Let's go to the section 4. And section 4 is about projects such as getting your mentor ready, filling in the information for the client. It is a little bit overwhelming, I would say, but the great thing about Power is you don't have to do the work yourself. That's why you have a mentor. So in this case, you're going to have to how to find a mentor, right? You log in, and in this case, it'll show you all the stuff that you need, how to choose a mentor, where you can find them, where you can locate them, and then you basically search for them by state or whatever you want. And ultimately, once you get these mentors in place, they're going to help you fill out all the information you need. So when you get a client, when you add a client, how you put in their information for the locations where they're at, how many kilowatts they use, and all this stuff, a mentor is going to help you through it. So don't get scared. You just sign up, you take this course, you pick a mentor, and they help you process everything. Ooh, look at all these little stars. Remember these guys, what I'm talking about? That's what you need to worry about. Ultimately, section 4 is about 15-20 minutes long. Now we're off to section 4B. Section 4B is really awesome because it really goes into detail as to how are you going to set up the solar panels, how many watts the customers use, how to really fill in the information for the solar panels and the energy they use, and all the forms you're going to need to make the sale. Again, this section is going to be teaching you how your mentor can help you with all this stuff. It's just stuff for you to be familiar with, such as what section of the house is the best place to put the solars, because they have hot spots and then there's dark spots with shadows. So it lets you know what's the best location. So here's your proposal. This is where you metering as far as how much can you sell, 100% offset. Again, this is just a section to show you how all the system is set up. Without a mentor, it's going to be basically impossible for you to do this. That's why you choose a mentor. I'm just letting you know what the test is about. And yeah, so make sure you make some time for the 4B section because it's 45 minutes long. And section 5 is pretty awesome. It's about documentation. Every city, every state has different codes. So basically, if you live in California, if you live in Texas, there's different ways how we go about it. This section explains the process for filling out the paperwork. Again, you need a mentor for this. And this section, number 5, is only like 6 minutes long. It's not that big. And that's it. Now let's go to section 6. Section 6 is about compliance, company policies, things like that. Basically, compliance. Don't say that you work for POWUR, but you're an independent contractor with POWUR. It talks about how the grid works. It talks about how the people get their $30 from the electric company and how you sell it back to the electric company and all that fun stuff. And ultimately, how net metering works, forms that you have to fill out for the investment tax credits, ITC, solar investment tax credits, how the government pays back 22%, 2021 is the last year type of thing, marketing, basically compliance as to rules for the engaging with the company, what you can do, what you can't do. And finally, section 7 is about all the downloads you're going to need, vital information, schedules, hours of operation, contact information, contracts. A lot of this stuff is going to be a lot of downloads, links as to what it does and where the link is. That's what this is. Just downloads where everything is. And that's pretty much it. This section is about 20 minutes long. And it only took me 20 minutes because I was downloading everything and organizing everything for you guys like this, right? For these downloads in section 7. And after this, you take the test and that's it. And now, taking the test on the next video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick presentation of what this is all about. And we'll see you on the test. And I can't wait for you to pass it because there's some money to be made. Once again, this is your host, Eddie Barretti, and we'll see you on the next video.